afternoon, and thanks for watching News 3 Now live at 4. We are continuing to cover the events of the coronavirus pandemic.
But we're also following the chance of some spring storms tonight. Let's go to meteorologist Chris Reese on the weather patio. Chris?
Yeah, guys, we are out here. The rain is coming down. We have that first round of some showers and thunderstorms really begin to pop up earlier, say right around lunchtime, oddly enough. But we have kept that rain around ever since. It's not heavy. There's not a lot of lightning and thunder associated at the moment, but here's the overall picture with Doppler tracks showing you that system that has moved through that brought the thunderstorms earlier. Now it's just a light, steady rain, but focus on what's happening throughout parts of northeastern Iowa right now. That's going to be another round of some showers and thunderstorms that comes our direction later. But folks, anyone who's maybe getting ready to head out or getting ready to be outdoors at all, do know you're really running into some rain, so you may want to stay inside rather. 50 degrees in Janesville right now. Meanwhile, we're at 45 in Madison. Winds continue to come out of the south and southeast, but today does remain an alert day as we watch at least that chance for some showers and thunderstorms to be joining the picture a little bit later on. Here's first warn traffic for you. This is the Beltline at Park Street. Things are moving along, but the roads are wet. So far, we're not seeing any big issues or delays showing up on the maps. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that as we go through the rest of the show there. I'll have a full forecast coming up with the severe storms possible tonight, along with that traffic forecast coming up around 4:45.
All right, Chris, I'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you.
First at 4, we want to give you an update on the number of COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin, and that includes 2 counties in our viewing area seeing their first positive test. Eric Franke joins us with more details. Eric?
Charlotte, those positive cases in new counties in the News 3 Now viewing area include 4 in Columbia County, and the first case now in Sauk County as Dane County jumps another 4 cases to 27 total. Here's a quick snapshot of the state as a whole. 2,192 individuals have now been tested, and we're at a positive count of 158. It's only about 7% of the people being tested are turning up positive for COVID-19. Dane County, as we mentioned, 27 cases, second only to Milwaukee County's 62 cases, which jumped 15 in the last 24 hours. Fond du Lac County with 14, Waukesha County with 12 cases are also now in double figures. Overall, 21 of the 72 counties statewide now are showing evidence of the virus, and Brown County now joins Dane, Milwaukee, and Kenosha counties with community spread. And a doctor at Waupun Correctional Institute is now tested positive. That is the first positive case connected to the state prison system. Charlotte, Mark.
Eric, thank you. Italy has now surpassed China in numbers of coronavirus deaths as more than 3,400 people have died, roughly 150 more deaths than in China. In cities across China, buildings projected tributes to hospital workers fighting the virus on the front line. Japan's deputy prime minister calls the upcoming Summer Olympics cursed. The torch handover ceremony went on in the Greek capital Thursday without spectators. In London, the virus is spreading faster than other areas in the UK. Parts of the subway system are shut down with more and more people working from home.
President Trump is pushing his administration to fast-track an anti-malaria drug as a possible coronavirus treatment as the number of U.S. cases climbs to more than 9,400. At least 156 Americans have died. The Senate is also moving forward with a measure that could send checks directly to Americans in need. Skylar Henry is at the White House with more.
Well, thank you very much.
President Donald Trump went to FEMA headquarters, where he held a conference call with the nation's governors on the coronavirus response.
A lot of progress is being made, so I look forward to speaking to the governors.
Earlier, the president announced he's directed the FDA to fast-track testing an anti-malaria and arthritis drug called chloroquine.
It's shown very encouraging, very encouraging early results.
That's a drug that the president has directed us to take a closer look at as to whether an expanded use approach to that could be done to actually see if that benefits patients. And
the FDA commissioner says an anti-Ebola drug is also being looked at, but adds that a coronavirus vaccine is still a year away.
The Trump administration continues to negotiate with Congress on a third-phase coronavirus bill that could come with a price tag of $1 trillion.
Money for people, from the middle class on down, period.
direct checks to many Americans as part of the plan. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says it could include a $1,000 check for each eligible adult and $500 per child. Also part of the proposal, grants for small businesses, funding for health care centers and equipment, and loans that must be paid back for hard-hit major industries. Democrats say big businesses should not be allowed to use taxpayer dollars for stock buybacks.
There needs to be conditions to make sure the interests of labor are given priority, that corporations can't buy back stock, reward executives, or lay off workers.
President Trump has indicated he could support legislation that would ban stock buybacks. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
At least 2 House members announced they have tested positive for COVID-19. The House says members will return to Washington to vote when the legislation is ready. Stocks actually made some gains today. Not much, but at least they didn't lose more ground. The Dow Industrials added 188 points, closing at 20,087. The NASDAQ was up 160 points, and the S&P 500 gained 11.
The U.S. Navy hospital ship that was going to help New York treat people with coronavirus will not be ready for weeks. Maintenance work in Norfolk, Virginia on the USNS Comfort is being rushed, and officials hope to have the ship in place to help when cases are expected to surge in the next 45 days. A second hospital ship, the USNS Mercy, is in California and will also be deployed. A lawyer who was one of the first to be diagnosed with the virus in New York State is now on the road to recovery. Lawrence Garbuz's wife tells CBS News that he is awake and alert. His first words to her after being taken off his ventilator were, "I love you so much."
A new analysis by the Harvard Global Health Institute shows many cities, including Madison, may run out of hospital beds if COVID-19 infects too many people too quickly. Madeline O'Neill is live on UW Health's campus. Maddie, what are they doing to increase this capacity?
Well, UW Health leaders are making changes right now, preparing for the worst-case scenario like a surge of cases. That includes postponing non-urgent procedures to free up some beds, along with putting beds in spaces that might not usually have them. It also means talking with government officials about determining places that could potentially be used as overflow hospitals if need be, such as UW Madison dorm rooms. Just an idea at this point.
I think it's important for any health system to be looking at what are all the normal ways and then even the creative ways to increase your capacity, figure out how you can save your supplies, how you can ensure your workforce can be on the front line.
UW Health says of the COVID-19 cases here in Dane County, they haven't seen many severe cases requiring hospitalization, and most people are able to manage the virus within their own homes. Now, health officials here are working to create their own models to determine how many resources, such as hospital beds, they might need here in our area, and working from that. Coming up at 6, we'll have more on how rural hospitals are responding to this challenge, especially now that we're seeing our first cases in Columbia and Sauk counties.
Madeline, thank you.
In other news today, Madison police say they found a group of shell casings this afternoon after a report of shots fired. Around 2:30 this afternoon, officers responded to shots fired in the 800 block of Vernon Avenue. That's not far from Cottage Grove Road. No injuries nor property damage reported. The investigation is ongoing. Well, still to come at 4, the coronavirus is impacting every aspect of our lives, including weddings, some of which are being postponed. We'll have more on these wedding bell blues when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Introducing Top Tracer, the new golf ball tracking and gaming system at the golf range of Vitense Golfland. Top Tracer gathers data for every shot. Compete against friends in a point game or play a virtual round of golf. Experience Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
My money should work as hard as I do. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy all the latest tech stuff. Today, I'm earning on a charger.
So just the charger then?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Chase, make more of what's yours.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
Pills, you crush them, kind of. Kale, you eat it for breakfast. Sometimes. You go far to eliminate stubborn fat, but sometimes life gets in the way. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further. Go to CoolSculpting.com for a chance to win $25,000.
I've always had jobs centered on helping people, but now, with a nursing degree from Herzing University, I've made it a career.
Having a job was one thing, but having a career, to me, that meant something completely different. With a little hard work and a degree from Herzing University, anything is possible.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Introducing Top Tracer, the new golf ball tracking and gaming system at the golf range of Vitense Golfland. Top Tracer gathers data for every shot. Compete against friends in a point game or play a virtual round of golf. Experience Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
As the coronavirus brings normal life to a screeching halt, America's seniors are facing a dual threat.
They are the most vulnerable to the virus, but also most vulnerable to social isolation, which is a public health crisis in itself. Mark Merity has dedicated his career to helping the elderly. The coronavirus forced him into a wrenching decision. Merity is director of the nonprofit Dorrit. Its entire mission is preventing social isolation among senior citizens with both on-site programs and home visits. But COVID-19 is most deadly to the elderly and those with underlying health issues.
We were having thousands of volunteers visiting with seniors in their homes. Although they're doing a tremendous service, we're also putting the seniors at great risk.
According to a study sponsored by AARP Foundation, a quarter of senior citizens in this country say they are socially isolated. With more than 50 million Americans over 65, that means loneliness is already a crisis. Merity's teams, like others around the country, are ramping up their tech coaching for seniors, hoping to offer the option of virtual socialization until the crisis blows over. The coronavirus pandemic is affecting all aspects of life, including weddings.
Melanie Shale and Rafe Wolfgang can only look at their destination wedding online. The couple spent 18 months planning their April 20th ceremony in the Umbria region of Italy, but coronavirus changed it all.
Definitely a panic and anxiety and tears shed that my dream wedding was about to not happen.
So we were kind of faced with this decision of, do we lose our deposits and just cancel the wedding?
Couples worldwide are being forced to make similar decisions with travel restricted and people avoiding large gatherings. The Knot.com is offering some advice. First, review any contracts you have to understand your options. If you postpone, contact the venue and vendors immediately to get a new date because other couples are doing the same thing. And if you have a block of rooms at a hotel, reach out to see if you can negotiate a refund for your guest. So in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, many businesses in our area will need your support to help stay afloat.
And that's why it's a perfect time to unveil the winners of Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Awards presented by the Ho Chunk Nation and Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Madison Magazine editor Andy Belling is here with the list of the winners.
Yeah.
Big turnout this year, a lot of votes.
Oh yeah, we had record number of final votes, 340,000 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the biggest ever.
Not in every category.
No, overall, and that's final voting unique votes. So those are singular votes, which is pretty cool to see.
congratulations on that number.
Yeah, but this seems like it's coming at a good time right now because we just need some time to celebrate our local businesses and, you know, take a moment to just, you know, be excited about something. So, and we always get really excited about the Best of Madison list.
So you kind of cherry-picked some stuff here.
Who's the big winner?
Vino. They won 13 awards between their West Side location and their downtown one. They just swept in a ton of categories. Casetta Kitchen won gold for the first time for sandwich spot, which was kind of cool. Oh, and yes, chicken wings. Chicken wings was a new category for us this year, and Chicken Licks stole the gold.
Where's Chicken Licks?
They're in Sun Prairie, and a lot of people will still say Chicken Lips. They changed their name.
Okay.
Yep.
What else?
Lacquerous is the gold-winning best nail salon. They're kind of cool. They're a waterless nail salon.
How
does that work?
Have you been there?
I've not.
Okay, I think that once they open, we will be going.
Yes, and it's great in this coronavirus era now because it reduces waterborne infection.
Yeah.
Are they open now though?
Oh, we'd have to check on that. Yeah.
A lot of hair places are closing, that sort of thing.
Yep.
All right. Next.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. We have a couple in-house here. Channel 3000 took the gold for best local news website.
Kudos.
Congratulations.
That is a big deal.
And Charlotte, you won bronze for best TV personality.
Thank you. I would happily trade this in for an espresso martini from Vino.
Maybe you can.
Maybe two.
Maybe two. Car categories too. A lot of new car categories.
Ton of new car categories. Yep. It's a long list. 572 winners. So it's fun. We're sad that our party is canceled, but excited about this list. It's presented by Ho Chunk Nation and Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, which we're really happy about. So.
But that's okay. This party, it's going to be. We'll have it next year.
Yes.
Right.
That's the plan.
And that'll be nice to have that party back. And by the time next year rolls around, boy, everybody's going to be like, let's go party.
Ready for it. Yep. Yep.
And as you say, it's a great time to support local businesses because some of them are hurting.
It is, yeah. And even just to shout them out and say, hey, we appreciate you. We know that you're one of the businesses that makes Madison so special and so great that everyone loves.
A lot of restaurants are doing takeout and support them.
It's a great time to support them. And there's got to be lists online, I'm sure.
We have one on Channel 3000.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, so because they're coming up with special fun menus for families, etc.
Yes.
So some even have, if you want to add $15 for a bottle of wine, get it.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So,
it's a huge
we're
help.
all making it work together. Thank you for doing what you do.
And congratulations to you.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do it again next year. It's nice to have a real guest.
I know.
She works in the building, so we can have her in here.
It's legit. It's absolutely legit.
Good to see you, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Still to come at 4 because of COVID-19, all gatherings have to be no more than 10 people.
Which meant event cancellations nationwide. We'll find out what you can do to get a refund on a concert or sporting event when Live at 4 continues.
At Stoughton Hospital, you're always more than just a patient. Let our award-winning staff show you the best possible care, starting with accepting all area insurances. Stoughton Hospital, trusted care close to home.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like James lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds.
Oh.
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh.
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh. Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 per prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once-weekly Ozempic.
Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of the healthy place, Apple Wellness. Many of you are feeling concerned about the alarming viruses going around. Our purpose is to be an educational support to our community. There are multiple therapeutic supplement strategies for what we are up against, and we have them. Elderberry, zinc, magnesium, and andrographis, to name a few. The forms and potencies of these nutrients is an important point. I'm on your team. Stop by one of our 4 Madison locations, order with free shipping online at findyourhealthyplace.com or by phone and receive free same-day delivery.
There's a splash of surprise in every Wisconsin Lottery scratch game. Introducing 5X, 10X, 20X, and 50X, the newest multiplier family of games with prices of $1, $2, $5, and $10. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the multiplier, with top prizes of up to $100,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
At Stoughton Hospital, you're always more than just a patient. Let our award-winning staff show you the best possible care, starting with accepting all area insurances. Stoughton Hospital, trusted care close to home.
Take a look at this. It's difficult to find toilet paper on store shelves right now, but at one Delaware County shop, they're behind a glass case.
Oh my gosh.
Traub's Bakeries in Prospect Park is selling toilet paper cakes. On Facebook, the bakery says Traub's has plenty of squares to share. This is one business bringing bright smiles during these uncertain times.
That's genius.
Isn't that genius? It looks just like it.
You had me fooled. Buy a square you can share.
There you go. All right, Chris is in the backyard, keeping an eye on the weather. Maybe some oh, what the heck am I doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
Chris is right here.
Yeah, I'm right over here.
Okay.
Move your head, Charlie. We can see Chris.
Okay.
We are watching at least that chance for some showers and thunderstorms to come our direction. We still have some of those showers out there right now, but coming up after this break, folks, we have that full forecast coming our way. Here's that rain that's outside falling down, but we want to let you know what you can expect when it comes to a chance for some snow overnight, and we have that weekend forecast as well.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
This is Sunshine Week, the annual observance of the importance of open government to our democracy and our fundamental freedoms. And this week, the message is as vital and necessary as ever. Every reporter, photographer, editor, and manager at News 3 Now and all members of the WISC editorial board are working as hard as we can to give you the most accurate, timely, useful information we can about this pandemic. We are aware of the balance needed between the unflinching presentation of the facts and the tone of the message. This is not hype. This is real, it's honest, and it is gathered and presented with every bit of professional skill and integrity we possess. But we are dependent on government leaders to be honest and open with us. Obvious and total transparency is essential to trust. As news media, we promise that to you. We require and demand it of our public officials. It's your right to know, and that couldn't be more important than right now.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
You know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, stay-at-home parents, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue-ers, and flambéers, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Pick and Save, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
This is Jill Karofsky's arena, and she doesn't mess around. As a prosecutor and now a trial court judge, Jill has locked up criminals and protected our families. This is also Jill's arena, a two-time Ironman triathlete. No one outworks her. Now Jill is entering this arena, running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption and the influence of big money special interests.
Whether you're a violent criminal or a corrupt politician, I will hold you accountable.
Fair, tough, independent. Jill Karofsky for Supreme Court.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core. Sorry everyone, I get a notification every time I get a positive review online.
Makeup.
Thanks Dawn, we think our windows are pretty great too. Take two! I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core, composite frame, triple pane windows are worth a positive review at scottthewindowguy.com.
Cut! Somebody give me his phone.
Again?
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Folks, we've seen those showers and thunderstorms come our direction. We're going to watch that chance for those as well as we go through the rest of the afternoon and evening here. What I want to show you are just the 3 threats that we do have. All of them are relatively low, especially for northern parts of the area and even throughout the south as well. That tornado threat, it's extremely low, less than 5% from Madison all the way down towards the state line. You watch the potential for quarter-sized hail. Once again, in the brown, that's an incredibly low threat for that. The yellows are a little bit higher, but once again, that's the northern fringe of that. Most of that's going to be in northern Illinois. That's the same case when it comes to the chance for some gusty or high winds. A lot of that's going to be the state line counties, and once again, the focus of that will be further towards the south. But here's the overall outlook. That green is a level 1 out of 5. We call this a marginal risk. That's what encompasses Madison. Once you get into the yellows, this is a slight risk, or level 2 out of 5. Now, there's a big part of the Midwest that is at least a slight risk. You have 2 different areas where that is a 3 out of 5. That is known as an enhanced risk. No one in Wisconsin is under the enhanced risk as we go through this evening. But here's what we are watching. You have tornado warnings throughout parts of southern Illinois, another one in Nebraska, but most of the rainfall now you're seeing throughout parts of Wisconsin, and a lot of that is light rain. The lightning count has come down with this, so no longer are we seeing some of those stronger, heavier thunderstorms at this point. Instead, we're just seeing a steady, light rain. That's what you notice as you begin to step outside. And the bulk of that moisture is starting to move towards the north. This is the backside of that warm front as things continue towards the north and east. Now we're going to focus on the south and west as more isolated showers and thunderstorms begin to develop. And those will be the ones that do have the stronger chance to be on the stronger side as we move into the afternoon and evening. But right now here in Dane County, a lot of the shower activity is more focused on the eastern side. Cottage Grove, out through Sun Prairie, up towards Marshall, Waunakee. That's where we're seeing the rain come down. As you move out towards Verona, Cross Plains, and Mount Horeb, you're getting a break in the action right now, but we could see some other showers begin to move in as we go through the rest of the evening. Here's Platteville right now, our Queen Bee radio sky camera. Things are still damp. We're still seeing some of the light showers come down. Rain still coming down in downtown Madison right now as well. And those low clouds, folks, those are truly sticking around. 45 degrees is our temperature right now. So those low clouds have kept things cooler. We do still have a chance to warm up towards 52 as those winds become a little bit more southerly on the backside of the warm front. Notice Janesville at 50 right now, but as we move forward a couple hours and we begin to lose some of the heating from the sun, that is when we'll see those temperatures drop somewhat. So here we are at 7:30. The temperature is at 48. We begin to cool down around 10 o'clock or so. We may see another little band of showers and thunderstorms come through, but notice that wind direction coming out of the north at this point. And that is when it's during the overnight hours that we'll see a little transition over to some snow. And again, folks, that will be incredibly light. By tomorrow morning, temperatures will be right around the freezing mark. We'll still see some clouds around. Those gradually break up. We'll see more sunshine sunshine is moving to tomorrow afternoon. But again, those temperatures will remain on the cooler side. 37 your high for Friday. Then we're going to watch perhaps a couple of dry days for Saturday and Sunday before we see more chances for showers and thunderstorms arriving by the time we get you towards the end of the upcoming work week.
Spring starts tonight.
Oh, allegedly.
10:50.
Right around the snow time, right?
You know, I think it's really funny that it would snow on the first day of spring.
Right. Oh, thank you, Chris.
It's Wisconsin.
The coronavirus pandemic has canceled most events in our area and across the country.
So if you had tickets and want a refund, Tiffany Schultz from the Better Business Bureau has some tips.
A lot of events are canceling left and right. So the first thing that you want to do, probably the easiest way for you to get information, is to log onto their website. Most events are posting proactively. You're going to be able to find that event information really easily. There may be an exchange involved. There may be a refund that's coming back to you automatically. You might have to do something to receive your refund, or the event has been rescheduled. So it's different across the board. So you really want to take a peek and see what's out there. Facebook page, website, the easiest way to obtain information right now.
Do you have any recourse if they don't refund your money? Check with your credit card company?
Check with your credit card company. If you can't get anywhere with the venue or the ticket promoter, you don't want to go to your credit card company first, because there are things that are being refunded all the time. There's different options out there. Leave that for a last resort. If you did purchase your tickets within 60 days, you're going to have more options with your credit card company than if you purchase them beyond the 60-day mark, but don't go to them immediately. Check with the venue, check with the promoter before you do that.
And there's a lot of things going on there. I think patience is probably a key here.
Extremely important. We're all in this together. As they say, it takes a village, and everybody is trying to do what they can. Call centers are overwhelmed right now. Just have a little bit of patience. Go to their website. You're probably going to be able to find a wealth of information there. And you can always go to their Facebook page and contact them that way as well. But it's important that you go back to the ticket seller, not necessarily the venue. The ticket seller is the person who's going to be refunding your money or rescheduling or giving you other options.
Is there such a thing as ticket insurance?
There is, if you did purchase it along with your ticket. Some venues and some ticket promoters do offer it. It kind of works along the same lines as travel insurance. However, be prepared that sometimes pandemics are not included in that. So you really need to read the fine print if you purchase ticket insurance.
If the event is still taking place and you're not feeling well, should you go?
The best course of action right now is to stay home if you're not feeling 100%. As we all know, so many things are canceled, postponed. We don't know when those events are going to get up and running again. It may be a date far in the future, but if it is something within the next 3-4 weeks or so you're not feeling well, call the ticket promoter, call the venue, just explain the situation. There's a lot of compassion out there right now, and people are working with you on a case-by-case basis. We can't promise that, but it is an option for you to explore if you're not feeling well and if you can't sell your tickets out to somebody else.
Stay home.
Stay home.
Tiffany, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
A lot of wheels in motion these days.
So much to keep track of.
It really is. Well, there's more to come at 4. Dr. Zorba Pastor will join us and take your medical questions live.
And tonight at 5, how a group of teenagers is helping senior citizens in our community grocery shop during the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll be right back.
Keep your wood floors looking their best with any of Surgenian's 3 hassle-free, dustless, and eco-friendly systems. Options include deep cleaning, clean screen and recoat, or dust-free sanding. Restore your wood floors today. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful new 5G network that breaks down barriers. Because it's only fair that you get uninterrupted service, so you can work without obstacles and stream without disruptions. 5G, now available in Wisconsin. Unlimited data starts at $30 a month. It's the best value in wireless. Switch today for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
As a young woman, you know your body is always changing. And some days, you just feel like sitting out. We understand. And every day, Upland Hills Health is here for you.
Cramps? Heavy periods? Questions about birth control? We can help.
For comprehensive women's health services near you, choose Upland Hills Health. Upland Hills Health. We help write new health stories every day.
Month after month, I'm doing it all. The supplements, the veggies, the water, but I still have recurring constipation, belly pain, straining, and bloating. My doctor said I could have a real medical condition called IBS-C.
From my recurring constipation and belly pain from IBS-C, I said yes to Linzess.
Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation. Linzess is not a laxative. It works differently. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
I'm doing it all. And I said yes to Linzess. Ask your doctor about Linzess.
Russian intruders are making their moves on social media to disrupt U.S. elections.
This blurry distinction between foreign and domestic groups pose a lot of challenges to tech platforms.
Can they be stopped? News 3 Now investigates tonight at 10.
Tonight on News 3 Now, confirmed COVID-19 cases continue to rise, including the first one in Sauk County. Plus, a group of young girls pitching in to help the community get the goods they need. We'll meet the Go-Go Girls at 5.
Showers and a few thunderstorms this evening could mix with or briefly change to light snow before ending tomorrow morning. Friday will be windy and colder. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, UW Health is taking extra precautions to make sure cancer patients with compromised immune systems can stay safe when they come in for treatment.
This is a live look at downtown Madison. Not a very pleasant late afternoon, kind of rainy, cloudy, foggy. As the number of people with the coronavirus continues to climb in Wisconsin, we thought it was time to pay Dr. Zorba Pastor a visit.
Because of social distancing, he is working from home today. Hi, Zorba.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you.
So this risk, or the rise rather, in numbers, it's certainly no surprise, is it?
No surprise at all. We knew basically that once there was enough coronavirus in our area that you would eventually have community spread. So it wouldn't just be spread from outside the area, but it would be spread from person to person in the area. And all you have to do is look at the Madison streets to see, and the Dane County streets and all over the News 3 area, that people are social distancing. They're not going to work as much. They're staying at home. And basically, the fewer people that you see, the better off it is, the more we will flatten the curve and make sure we don't have a total surge that could overwhelm the hospitals that we have in our area.
That's the biggest concern right now, is just having respirators and other equipment if there is a huge outbreak.
Exactly. And I had one of my patients call me exactly yesterday and said, what do I do if the university hospital is filled? And I said, well, everyone is cooperating. There's St. Mary's Hospital, St. Mary's in Janesville, Baraboo, Divine Savior, a whole bunch of other hospitals, Stoughton. They're all actually getting together to make sure that we can care for the patients that we need. And believe me, if one hospital is filled, the other hospital will take care of those needs.
Now, Zorba, I know at this point everybody is there, they can't find hand sanitizer, you know, even the stuff to make it, but you actually have a recipe that might actually work.
I do have a recipe, Everclear, which is 95% grain alcohol, which you can get at many liquor stores, not all of them, many liquor stores. It's actually something that was often used in college to sort of make punch a little bit more punchy, but I would use it for hand sanitizer. You take 2/3 of a cup of Everclear and 1/3 cup of glycerol. And you can buy glycerol in some stores, some actually pharmacies, or you can get it online. So it's 1/3 glycerol, 2/3 Everclear, and you will make a hand sanitizer. I actually made some felt pretty good, a little bit more drying than Purell and the ones that you can buy, but it does the trick, and it's the right potency to make sure you're actually going to destroy the COVID-19 virus.
Zorba, I have a question for you. There have been people who have been talking that, they don't normally wash their hands this much or use the hand sanitizer, and they wonder, are we going to break down our own immunity of this stuff helping us? Does that make sense?
Not at all. Washing your hands is actually the best way to keep from spreading germs. It's been a big issue for many, many years. And it was very interesting. I was coming back, actually, on an airplane. I was in the airport. And I often sort of observe how many men wash their hands after they're using the washroom. And it's not 100%, anywhere near 100%. But this observation I noticed, not only did almost everyone wash their hands, but they washed them for a good 20 to 30 seconds. And you really got to wash them that long. As far as the hand sanitizer, if you put a squirt of the typical hand sanitizer on your hand, you rub it until it's completely dry, which often is somewhere between around 10 to 20 seconds. That's usually enough to kill this bug.
There's a lot of questions surrounding this, and we're going to open up the phone lines and let our viewers ask you questions. 270-9933 is the number to call. If you have a question for Dr. Zorba about coronavirus, or actually anything, give us a call. 270-9933. We'll get to your calls right after this.
From kids to pets and parties, we'll lay the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 75 years. During our 75th anniversary event, standard carpet installation is just $75. Carpet 1 room, 3 rooms, even your whole house, and installation is only $75. Coyle Carpet 1 Floor and Home, locally owned and operated since 1945.
Nice sleep center, Bob. But what is a Bobopedic?
I could tell you, but I'd rather show you.
Oh, Bob's got a feel for your budget.
They deliver right to your door. With 30 years of sleep experience,
the best warranty, and so much more.
Bob's Bobopedic, from your head down to your feet, it feels like no mattress you felt before.
Wow!
Uh-oh.
Bob's Bobopedic.
He's been around the world, but he desires more. He's seen it all. It's always what you think's tough. Right there all the time.
With over 40 fully integrated applications, you won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
When you just don't feel like yourself.
When being sick or broken occupies your every thought. When searching for answers only leads to more questions.
Like there's an elephant sitting on your chest, and you just want him to go away.
You just want to feel better.
This is where you'll find doctors unlike any other doctors, where extraordinary outcomes are the direct result of an unrelenting desire to heal. UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Choosing a window replacement company is tough. We asked our customers why they love their new Champion windows.
Working with Champion was such a great experience that they've made our home much more comfortable now.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Right now, Champion Comfort 365 windows are buy two, get one free. Plus, buy now and pay nothing for a year.
I love my new Champion windows.
Let Champion help you fall in love with your home. Book your free in-home consultation online or call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
Choosing the right Medicare plan is simple, right? Except that there are a lot of choices from a lot of companies. Avoid the confusion and the junk mail. Come to Informed Choice Insurance Agency. We know Medicare, and we offer many of Wisconsin's popular plans. There's no cost and no obligation to come discuss your Medicare options with the experienced team at Informed Choice. Call us today.
Traffic continues to remain light as it has for most days. This is the Beltline at Park Street right now. Roads are certainly wet, but we are certainly seeing traffic move along smoothly. No issues are showing up. We're seeing a lot of green on the Beltline, which is always a welcome sight to see here in Madison. Your average speeds all above 60 miles per hour, 63, 63, and 65, right as you begin to approach Rimrock Road. Now let's work our way into town here. This is right around Capitol Square. We're seeing your typical brake lights there, right around where you would see a stoplight. That same statement can be made as you work your way along Park Street with that intersection with Regent, and then once you have that intersection with West Johnson and University as well. So your routes are cruising along. Right now, your slowest route is eastbound on the Beltline from University to Verona Road. That's taking you about 6 minutes with an average speed of 63 miles per hour. From Verona Road to John Nolan, that's an average speed of 64 miles per hour. That'll take you just under 5 minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Here's a way to help pass the time as you stay at home during this pandemic: online yoga. In Israel, yoga teacher Nikki Foreman gathered her students from around the world to practice yoga from their screens. There are tons of websites that offer this service for free. Just Google yoga online and stay in shape while you stay inside.
Oh, I like that.
Good idea.
Well, it is time to get your medical questions answered.
The number to call, 270-9933. Zorba, Pastor is standing by. Let's go to Faith in Madison. Hi, Faith. What's your question? Faith, you there?
I have a question because they are always talking about the viruses, but they're not talking about the symptoms. And I want to know what the symptoms of the new virus are.
I think we lost Zorba.
Did you see him lean forward and push a button? Zorba, can you hear us?
He's coming back. Hang on a second.
Okay. Faith, are you still there?
No, she's gone.
Okay.
Okay, Zorba, what are the symptoms of this?
But I can answer the question. First of all, I want to mention the clock in back of me needs a battery. So
I was going to point that out to you, but not on the air.
The symptoms. But no, it needs a battery. It's right twice a day, you know, the usual joke. The symptoms are basically very similar to the symptoms you get for influenza. Maybe a cough, maybe the sniffles, maybe a slight fever, but the fever actually may be worse. It's very hard to tell what the symptoms are, very hard to differentiate that from influenza. So often, when you're actually going in to be checked, they'll do an influenza swab, and they may then do a COVID swab if the influenza swab is negative. Symptoms are very similar, and that's the whole problem. For some people, it's not very much at all, and that's why many people may be carriers, because they don't have much in the way of symptoms. It's a real issue, a real problem. You cannot depend on the symptoms to know whether or not you actually have the coronavirus.
All right, our next caller is Patty from Madison. Hi, Patty, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can.
What's your question?
I have a question regarding fresh fruits and vegetables, and I thought about this a while ago. My son helped me pick out Everclear because I don't drink, and I wondered if spraying that on fresh fruits and vegetables and then rinsing it off so that I could eat some strawberries is a good idea.
I certainly think rinsing Everclear on your fruits and vegetables, or making a bleach solution. You can look up what a simple bleach solution is in water to actually make your vegetables clean is something you could easily do, especially with fruit that is touched all the time in the store. I don't know how long it lasts on fruit. I know that the surfaces that the virus tends to stay on are plastic, metal. Those are really the surfaces, and wood. I don't know about the vegetables, but you bring up a very good point. You could also wash them in the sink, just wash them vigorously in the sink. That'll probably work, but then you've got to wash your hands with soap and water when you're done.
Okay, let's go to Rhonda in Edgerton. Hi, Rhonda, what's your question?
My question is, I heard that high heat can kill this virus. If you spray your face with water and use a blow dryer and breathe in, and take the blow dryer away when you're not breathing. Do it 2 times if you don't have the virus, 5 times if you do. Will that kill this virus?
I don't think so. I don't think the CDC recommends it. And that brings up a very good point. You want to go to reliable sources to get your information. The CDC website, excellent. Mayo Clinic website, excellent. Johns Hopkins website, also excellent. And then the newspapers I look at are the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. I think those are very good sources. I don't think there's any evidence that spraying your face is actually going to destroy the virus on your face. But we do know soap and water, because the virus is lipophilic. That means it has to do with fat, and you can destroy it when you destroy fat. And we use soap on our face, we use soap on our dishes to get rid of the fat and the oil. That's what you want to do. Wash your face vigorously with soap and water. We know that works. Stay away from the hairdryer.
Next is Matt from Beloit. Hi, Matt. What is your question?
What's up, Doc? I was just kind of curious. First of all, we were stressing the situation about the flu shot, and I don't know if there's any new data out there to saying, well, these ones have been victimized by this epidemic, have they had the flu shot, or these ones that didn't have the flu shot, or we should still be stressing that everybody needs to get a flu shot, because, you know, it's zero copay for 99% of insurance companies, so I don't know why anybody would be dragging their feet. And that's just a little help compared to your hand sanitizer. So what's your verdict on that there, brother?
Excellent point. Let's not forget that influenza so far has killed, by estimate, about 25,000 people in the U.S. 2 years ago, it killed 70,000 people. And we know there are a lot of people who don't get the flu shot because they think there are side effects, and frankly, the side effects are absolutely minimal. So yes, getting the flu shot still counts, because there's still lots of influenza out there, although I would suspect the transmission of influenza is less because we're self-quarantining. But you bring up a good point. Influenza is still an issue. Even though it's dying down, it's still important to get your flu shot.
All right, Sherry in Dodgeville. Hi, Sherry. What's your question?
Well, I was wondering, would it have been possible? My husband was very sick the first week in November, and the symptoms are just exactly what you're saying that you get with this coronavirus. So he was running a high fever. Again, he went to the doctor twice. They just said he had a virus, but we're pretty sure he probably had it already back the first week in November.
No, probably not. To the best of our knowledge, it was not in this area in November. But I'll tell you what was in this area in November, and that was influenza. And influenza can produce exactly the same symptoms that are there. Down and out, you're really sick, chills and fever. And even if you had the flu shot, it was only 30% effective this year. So the answer is doubtful if he had COVID, most likely had influenza, and that, of course, is a virus.
All right, and our last question is from Alana in Friesland. Hi, Alana. What's your question?
Yes, we were wondering, where are the testing sites that you can go to, like in Columbia County?
I can't tell you that. Sorry. I don't know. What I would do is Google it on the web, call your doctor, see where the sites are. Most people are not being tested. They're being sort of triaged as who should be tested, because the reality is at this point we actually don't have any way of telling whether or not we have a good way of treating COVID-19, although there are a number of drugs that are being used. So if you question that, call your doctor, stay at home.
All right, I can see by the old clock on the wall we're out of time. Zorba, we'll see you next time. Everybody, wash your hands, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks, Zorba. Thanks for calling in, everybody, too. We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
Introducing Top Tracer, the new golf ball tracking and gaming system at the golf range of Vitense Golfland. Top Tracer gathers data for every shot. Compete against friends in a point game or play a virtual round of golf. Experience Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
What do your parents do to keep you safe?
They made me wear the helmet. My parents put a nightlight in my room. They make sure that all the doors are locked. They hug me. My mom hugs me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Parents know there's nothing more important than keeping their kids safe. Every 2020 Chevy Equinox comes standard with more than 25 safety and driver assistance features.
Qualified lessees can get this well-equipped 2020 Equinox for $219 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
My money should work as hard as I do. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy all the latest tech stuff. Today, I'm earning on a charger.
So just the charger then? Fantastic.
Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
Introducing Top Tracer, the new golf ball tracking and gaming system at the golf range of Vitense Golfland. Top Tracer gathers data for every shot. Compete against friends in a point game or play a virtual round of golf. Experience Top Tracer at Vitense Golfland.
Hi everyone, Hattie's looking ahead to some sunshine but colder temperatures as we look forward to the weekend.
And Josh, you know what they say, the best way to spread some cheer is talking about the holidays for all to hear. And we'll do exactly that. We'll explain starting at 4:30.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Temperatures tonight fall down towards 32 degrees. We're going to see some thunderstorms this evening, perhaps another round of those to come. Then we'll see some rain switching over to snow late. When I say late, we're talking 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, tomorrow, we'll have some clouds around that gradually give way to at least a little bit of sunshine. We'll be windy and colder. Afternoon highs will only top out around 37 degrees.
All right, thank you very much. Tomorrow live at 4, our K9 correspondents have the best animal stories of the week.
And we'll get some tips on working from home. There's a right way and a wrong way to go about it.
At Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, we know that no two pets are the same. That's why each of our 5 southern Wisconsin locations is wall-to-wall with everything you and your pet need, including dog food, cat food, pet beds, thousands of toys, treats, and chews, and supplies for your small animals, birds, and reptiles too. With so many options, finding what you need is easy. You gotta get down to Mounds and see for yourself. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto. It's Steinhaffel's Mega Mattress Sale. Right now, get up to $300 in bedding accessories from Tempur-Pedic, Beauty Rest Black, Purple, Nectar, Heirloom, and Stearns & Foster. Get a free box spring with Beauty Rest Silver, Platinum, or any Dreams Cool Touch mattresses with copper technology. And as always, get free next-day delivery and special 60-month financing. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of all the best brands, and they're all on sale. It's Steinhaffel's Mega Mattress Sale.
These days, it's hard to tell the difference between judges and politicians. I'm Jill Karofsky. I'm running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption.
Jill Karofsky, mother of 2, prosecutor, trial court judge.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Jill is supported by law enforcement across Wisconsin for her record as a tough, fair, independent judge. Jill Karofsky for Wisconsin Supreme Court.
In today's final touch, London has been named the 5-star hotel capital of the world.
So if we ever start traveling again, London is the place to go for luxury. 19 hotels were awarded the top rating by the prestigious Forbes Travel Guide. Known as the Oscars of the travel industry, the guide looks to recognize genuine 5-star service. Take, for example, Springtime. This British garden-inspired lobby is in the oldest hotel in London. It forms the central point of Brown's Hotel in Mayfair, which opened in 1837. While London is enjoying its 5-star crown, the tourism industry is facing